Hey guys, so today I'll be reviewing The Shy, Season 7, Episode 4. And this episode was kind of a filler episode. It was a Mother's Day episode, so it was kind of lighthearted, not really much. It was kind of fillerish. Could have been skipped for real. Yeah, it was kind of fillerish. So we're just gonna be in and out for real. So this is a Mother's Day episode. All the guys are getting something for Mother's Day. Emma's getting something for his mom and his four different baby mamas. Um, what you call it? Charles trying to get something for Alicia. Nook, I guess, visit his mother's graveyard because his mother passed away. And, everything's just going on. So then Jake, Trig, and Reg's mother comes by to visit. And Trig is not feeling it, but Jake and Reg will welcome Mars. And with hesitation, Trig comes around. And, she cooks her famous macaroni. And they end up eating, bonding, having a good time. It was, like I said, it was lighthearted and cool. So then Alicia's hosting this Mother's Day, party for all the mothers who lost their children, and it's sad and lighthearted. And Victor basically suggests that they go over to, um, Emma's house because they're having a party and he wants a change of scenery, like they're having a good time. And Alicia's hesitant because she's like, I don't want to go somewhere where everyone's celebrating being a mother while ours aren't here. But then she ends up going anyways. So then, Damien asks Darnell and Emmett for advice on space because I guess he agreed to a space match. So then Darnell ends up teaching, Damien how to do space. So then later on, Damien goes to play space and he's with the professor and everything, and he ends up winning. He ends up being a good, and he ends up winning the space game. So then, Charles is going around single mothers' houses trying to pray for them on Mother's Day, which clearly he's trying to hit on them or whatever he's trying to do. So then he stops by Tracy's house and prays too, and the guy's there with her, so he's there, and he gets jealous, and basically later on in the episode he tells her he wants to be serious, but she says she doesn't know if she wants to be serious. So then come to find out, Christian, the guy that Keisha was friends with early on seasons, he ended up committing suicide, and he's the professor and his wife's son. And she ends up telling Keisha, and Keisha's obviously visibly upset about that because, he was a good friend and she was getting to know him, and that's really sad to find out. So then one of Emma's baby mamas says that she's moving away and she's taking his son with him to Pittsburgh. And she says he can have him during the summer, but he's like, come on now, like that's not fair and this isn't fair to me. But she's like, she's going anyways. And Keisha's like, you're right, you guys were never married and she has every right to take him. And it is what it is. So then Papa, tries to give his mom something for Mother's Day, but his mom is down, and she admits that ever since that his father has passed away, that she's been struggling with the bills, they're in debt, and he's basically like, oh, I can help you, and she's like, no, you're just a child, stay in the child's place. So then he asks the pastor for some money. He said he'll give him a loan. And he ends up saying that he'll give him the money in exchange for his dad's church. And Papa's like, he can't do that. And then, Pastor Z's basically like, everything comes with a price. So then that happened. So the episode ends with Nook trying to take Tiffany home, and he tries to kiss Tiffany, but she stops him, and she's basically like, I just feel like I thought that Alicia killing Rob's killer would have made me feel better, but it doesn't, because I feel like she got the wrong guy, and that has Nook thinking, and then she gets out of the car and he like drives off. So that was the end of this episode, and I'll see you guys next week for episode 5.